So it's been a while. It's been a while I created a video like this because I had issues with my laptop. I actually mistakenly poured water on it. I was eating and I wanted to drink water. I filled my cup with water and I was trying to cover it, and I don't know because Jesus Christ, thinking about it, it actually breaks my heart that my laptop might be my laptop. I may not. Jesus, thinking about it, that mistake is a very, very silly kind of mistake. I don't even know the state of the laptop right now because it's been over for days and I've not heard back from the people that I sent it to for repair. But I am actually fortunate enough to. I'm fortunate enough to. I'm fortunate enough to get I'm fortunate enough to get a laptop that I can use temporarily. So that's what I would be using. That's what I'll be using right now. So that's what I'll be using right now. So my plan for this week is to. My plan for next week is to try to start the 20 pip challenge to see if I can actually leverage the skills that I've gathered, to see if I can leverage what I've learned in taking that challenge. I want to see if I can actually leverage what I've learned to take that challenge. So the 20 pip challenge is a challenge in which you take like $20 to about 50 something K in 30 days, 30 trading days. So I am going to see if I can actually do that. Now the reason why I decided to come online right now instead of waiting till afternoon, or instead of waiting till later in the day, probably in the evening, is because I've taken out time to actually analyze the chart, and I will just break down some of the things that I've observed. I'm going to break down some of the things that I've observed so far. I'll break down some of the things that I've observed so far. Okay, going back to gold. Starting with gold. I actually wanted to enter from this area. I wanted to enter from this zone right here. But price actually pushed past it. It kind of took me out. Yesterday I set a limit for this trade. I set a sell limit for this trade, but I guess because of the amount of people, because of the number of people in the market, my order was rejected by the company, by the challenge company. This is why I say some of all these people that offer challenges, these prop firms, they are very, very, they are dubious. They are dubious. Some of these prop firms are very, very dubious. When I set that limit, I was actually expecting it to run, even though now that I'm actually grateful that you do not eventually run. But in a situation in which it's really, really important that a trade run, and at the end of the day, it gets cancelled because the trade I entered, the sell limit I entered on gold got cancelled by the prop firm. I've forgotten the excuse that they gave. They shall cancel the child. And it's just very sad sometimes that somebody will put in time and effort into market analysis, and at the end of the day, one prop firm somewhere will see, just because maybe everybody is cashing in on a particular pair, then they decide to like restrict. Yesterday I was trying to open multiple trades on gold. The only lot size I was able to, that they permitted me to open, was 0.01. Yesterday, 0.01. That was the only lot size they permitted me to open. I couldn't actually open an higher lot size, and I guess it's because a lot of people were trading gold, and in a way it might be affecting their bottom line. So they decided to stop people from trading gold yesterday. It was actually tragic, because I'm sure that a lot of people that actually set limits might not even get it triggered. They won't allow it to get triggered. But it's just in the past. It's just in the past. In order for me to move on, in order for me to move on from the tragic stuff that happened to that happened yesterday, I'm currently looking at where to get a sell entry from, but I've tried multiple sell entries today based on a kidney that I got. It ended in a loss. It ended in a loss for me. It ended in a loss. I don't think I'll be entering any trade till Friday, till Monday. I won't be entering any trade till Monday or Sunday midnight. I won't be taking any trade till Sunday midnight. I think I've made a lot of losses today. I've actually made a lot of losses. Let me just delete this. I've made a lot of losses today. Now, the trades that I had in mind was this. I set buy limit for this, but I ended up cancelling it. I ended up closing it. I ended up closing the buy limit, even though it's giving buy momentum, like it's moving up. It's giving that buy structure. The structure is in the buy stuff. It's giving the buy structure. But I ended up cancelling this entry yesterday because I wasn't convinced that this that UJ would actually be bullish. I went through the day on the daily time frame. Let me just go through the daily time frame. Why I cancelled the stuff. On the daily time frame, I discovered that it was actually accumulating. I discovered that UJ was accumulating on the daily time frame. This is UJ right here. I discovered that it was accumulating on the daily time frame. This has the resistance, while this area here has the support. And it's been accumulating for a very long time. It's been accumulating for over 2 weeks. So I actually decided to cancel the order. The landlord gets stuck in it, but if I see the upward momentum, I will jump in. I'm going to jump in on this, but I'm still not convinced that price will go up like that, because this thing has been accumulating for a very, very long time. It's been accumulating for a long time. Then the next one that I wanted to enter was this EU. It came down 30 pips yesterday. I've already closed this trade. I closed this trade at 20 something pips. When I saw that there was a rejection, it was giving rejection. I'm going to go down to the 15. I actually saw a rejection. I've been looking at this chart. I saw a rejection from this area. After sweeping this liquidity right here, it tapped into this POI, this breaker block POI right here, and it started going up. So I closed, as soon as I saw the rejection, consistent rejection, I decided to close at 20 pips, and I'm just waiting. If this sell can hold, if this one can hold, if it didn't go and break this eye, if it didn't go and take this eye, I'm going to look for another sell entry. If it didn't take this eye, I'm going to look for another sell entry. If it didn't take this high, if price didn't take this high, I'll look for another sell entry to join this trade. The one that actually paid me the most is this GBPCAD. It actually hurts me because I got carried away yesterday. If not, I would have been in this trade. When I looked at the higher time frame, it was clearly bearish. And it's a bearish movement aiming for this level right here. I wanted to catch 100 pips on this, and I set my entry here at the psychology level. But I wanted to enter manually instead of setting limits. But I got carried away. It paid me. It paid me die. Even as I'm looking at itself, I'm hurt. It hurt my feelings. It kind of hurt my feelings that I didn't take the risk of this and just set limits. Because on UJ, I was able to enter this trade temporarily for the time that I took this trade. I took this trade through limits, even though I've already closed. Because the accumulation that I'm getting from this thing is not encouraging at all. Though it has already changed to a bullish, it has changed to a bullish movement, but I'm expecting it to take this high. It has to take this high. If it doesn't take this high, it has to take this high right here. Price needs to go to this high to take it, to confirm that there is a change of character. If it doesn't take this high, then it's going to still be a sell. And here too, on EU, I'm also waiting for it to not take this high. If it can take this high, we're back on upward trajectory. We're going up. If price can actually take this high, it means that we're going up. For EJ, for UJ too, if price can take this high, it means that we're going up. I'm just waiting for it to take the high. But it's still dwindling. It's still dwindling. I took this trade last week. I actually closed. I closed this trade in the beginning of the week. I decided not to hold this trade. When I saw that there was this crazy resistance over here, and the return on investment wasn't even encouraging, I decided to close this trade in profit because this level here was holding. This level here held. It held for days. It held for days. This level held for days. I decided to close the trade because I actually didn't understand the price action that I was seeing there. Then this one, I took this last week. I closed within here. When I saw that price rejected from this zone. Price rejected from this zone. Yeah, it kept rejecting from this zone. I decided to close. I closed this in profit, even though it eventually stopped loss. I closed this in profit because price kept rejecting from this zone. It was telling me that the stuff didn't want to come down. Then this one, so I closed it because price kept rejecting as well from this zone. Price kept rejecting from this zone, and it refused to break this level. It refused to break this level, and it kept rejecting. It didn't want to go up, it didn't want to come down. It was accumulating. I already knew that price was going to go back to entry, and I needed to close a little bit of profit. I'm actually looking at this. If I can see change in character, verifiable change of character here. If I can see change of character in this area, I'm going to enter this trade again. If I can see verifiable change of character here, I'm going to enter this trade again. But if I'm unable to get it from here, the next target will be in this breaker block will be my next target. This breaker block here will be my next target. But the reason why I'm just looking for a sell entry on NZD here is because it's been falling. All New Zealand dollar pairs, they've been falling for a very, very long time. And I just want to look for a sell entry. I'm just going to enter sell and just leave it there. I doubt if this zone will hold. I really doubt if this zone will hold. I doubt if this zone will hold. But let's assume this zone will hold. This is a very good sell entry. This is a very good sell entry right here. But I don't know if that zone will hold. So that's why I've just decided to just observe NZ. That's why I've decided to just observe NZ for a while. And let's go to GU. GU here, I'm looking for this thing is going to eat stop loss. G is going to eat stop loss. This pair is going to eat stop loss. It's going to eat my stop loss. This thing is going to eat my stop loss. The issue that I'm having with GU is that I don't know. It's going up and down. It's really going up and down. G has been going up and down for a while. Ever since it tapped into the zone that I was lucky enough to enter and close a little bit of profit, it's been going up and down. It seems like it wants to come down to this region right here. It seems like it wants to come down to this region right here. But for me, the movement is not still clear. It's looking more bearish than... It's looking more bearish than bullish. G is looking more bearish than bullish, but I'm in this current trade, and I'm going to wait it out to see where it's going to eat. I've taken this trade. I've taken this trade right here. I've taken this trade. I'm in this trade. I'm in this trade here. I'm just waiting to see where it's going to eat. I gave it a 20 pip stop loss. I gave it a 20 pip stop loss, so I'm just going to wait for you to hit my stop loss because it's going to hit my stop loss. Well, I should just cancel it because G is coming down. It has rejected that entry from there. So I've closed. I've actually closed. I've closed G. The next liquidity would be this downside. Looking at GU, since it didn't react from this area, because I was actually expecting it to react from this breakout block to keep pushing back up. If it refused to react from this breakout block, we are coming down. It's going to want to take this low. It's going to want to take this low. Right here. It's going to want to take the low. And it's going to want to take the low. It's going to want to take that low. This breakout block right here haven't been mitigated yet. This breakout block here have not been mitigated yet. If this area won't be able to hold price, then G is coming down. G is coming down. I'm just trying to see if there is a possible entry. I don't know if this breakout block here has been mitigated. It looks like it has been mitigated. If it has been mitigated, then there's every possibility that price would actually break. Price would break. I've closed this trade. I've closed this in a loss. $20 loss. I've closed this trade in a loss. This pair, I don't know, it's like as if everything is just repelling me from trading this. From trading gold. If I decide to enter the market like this, there's always something crazy. If I decide to enter the market will now start dwindling and start turning around. If I decide to trade gold like this, it's usually ending tears. Whenever I decide to trade gold. And I will still get good at trading gold. I'm still going to get good at trading gold. If gold like you should do his worst. I entered a gold trade today. It took years before it hit TP1 and TP2. Okay, the guy said enter back. Immediately I just entered back like this. But the thing was that if I had looked at it on 5 minutes, let me show the 5 minutes. If I had looked at it on 5 minutes, this was the place I entered. So I will show the 5 minutes. Yeah, this is in this area here. It was at this zone right here. So when you said enter back, I actually didn't look at the chart. If I looked at the chart, I would have seen that there is a liquidity sweep in this area. There's a liquidity sweep here, and once there is a liquidity sweep, price usually turn back around. to take the other side, the other side liquidity before coming down. If price didn't take this low, if price is refusing to take this low, then gold is going to keep pumping up. If price is refusing to take this low, then gold is going to keep pumping up. So when he gave the signal to enter for the second time, to enter itself for the second time, that was what I did. I entered the signal for the second time. So when our price kept pushing up, instead of pushing down, I started to look at the chart. Then I discovered that price has already swept liquidity. Okay? And once price sweeps liquidity, especially on gold, gold is one of those few pairs that always respect liquidity. It respects liquidity a lot. So once price swept liquidity from this area, I already knew that this price, the next target would be buy side liquidity. That price will be looking to on. Now I'm just hoping that price will sweep this downside so that I can enter a buy. If price can sweep this downside and come down to like 3406, I'll be looking for a buy to enter. I'll be looking for a buy to enter. This gold trade today is a very, very traumatic stuff. There's nothing that deal with my... See, gold used to mess with my mental health in a very, very strange way. But you see, it's just like I cannot stop trading gold. I can't stop trading gold. That's why I decided to put in for a course, because this gold, I must actually learn it. I must learn how to trade gold. I must learn how to trade this gold. It's a very, very important learning process for me. I must learn how to trade gold. It's very, very important that I learn how to trade gold. I must learn how to trade gold. So that was what happened today. Gold has been, how would I put it? Gold has been dwindling. Let me just use the word dwindling. Since the beginning of the day, ever since there was a buy push yesterday, 2 days ago. Today being the last day of the week, it's been just going up and down. Some people are trying to buy it back up to this area. Some people are trying to sell it because of this POIA. I'm sure there's a lot of sell order in this breaker block area. But it was just unfortunate yesterday that I couldn't enter any order because of the limit. I will go back now to see if I'm allowed. I will go into the game to see if I'm allowed to enter a trade on gold. Let me see. So they've now they've allowed me. No, I can enter a trade on gold. Okay, yesterday they told me yesterday that I didn't have enough money to take the trade. That was why they cancelled it. They cancelled it because I didn't have enough money to take the trade. So they cancelled the order that I made. It's relieving. It's actually relieving to know that it eventually eventually it's stop loss. But in a situation in which it was running, I would have been really pissed. So I just think it's good. It's best for me to just forget about the audio yesterday. So those are the pairs that I am currently looking at. I'm looking at cancelling my order on this. I kind of created a sell order to sell when price gets to this region. I'm expecting a sweep of liquidity to sweep all of this liquidity, sweep it. But then I wanted to actually nullify this trade if price had swept this low. If price has swept this low right here, I would have cancelled this. But I am hoping for a little bit of a rejection from here. I'm hoping for a little bit of rejection from here. A little bit of a rejection from here so that I can sell. So that I can sell downward. So that I can sell, keep selling it. Probably sell to this region. So this one I set the sell limit on it. This one I already cancelled my trade, but I'm still looking at entry, provided the swing eye, the protected eye isn't swept. Provided it remains, provided it still stands strong, I will enter this trade back. And this one as well. This one as well, I'm just watching it. I'm watching these are the two trades that I'm watching. EU and UJ. EU and UJ. I cancelled my entry here because I wasn't convinced on the price action. The price action I was seeing wasn't convincing at all. The price action I was seeing wasn't convincing. I just want price to take this eye. I want price to take this eye. Once price takes this eye, I would see how it's going to react. If I'm able to get how it's going to react from this eye, then I'll look for a place to enter. I'm going to look for a place to enter. If price can take this eye and it reacts and then it keeps pushing up, then yes, I'll be convinced that a change of character has happened. But I'm still not convinced. But if I had held, I think I would have been in profit about 30 pips. About 30 to 40 pips profit if I had held. But I'm not convinced that this thing is going to push up. I would have been in 35 pips profit. I'm not convinced that this thing is going to push up. That's why I locked. That's why I decided to cancel. Now, GU took me out. Where did you react? It reacted from the zone. I don't think it's going to hold. I don't think it's going to hold. I don't think this is going to hold. I think it's going to sweep. I think it's going to sweep. G is going to sweep this down. It's going to take this liquidity here. I think it's going to take this liquidity here. I think it's going to take this liquidity. Of all the trades that I missed this week, this is the one that pained me the most. This one actually hurts the most because it's a clear bearish trend. It's very, very clear. This bearish trend was very, very clear. It was so glaring that price is coming down. And I set an entry for this zone because it's a psychological level and it's giving this breaker block sign. I set an entry here. What do you Of all the trade that I missed this week, this is the one that actually was because it was so glaring that price was coming down. But I'm grateful to God for what I was able to accomplish this week. I was able to learn and pick up one or two things from some of the pros that I am still in their group. I learned a lot from them, and it's actually been the highlight of my week today. And I ended the week in green again. I'm so grateful to God that I ended the week in green again. Oh my God, it's actually fun to know that this week wasn't a red week for me. It's a green week. It is a green week for me. And I'm so grateful. I'm actually looking forward to next week as well. I'm looking forward to next week, how next week is going to be. I'm sure that next week is going to be really interesting because next week is September. And once we enter the Mba month, trade is usually interesting. According to history, basically, it's usually fun to trade during that period. So I'm really looking forward to trading in the last quarter of the year 2025. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it. So that's the end of today's video. The next analysis will be on Sunday. By the grace of God, tomorrow I'm going to sleep. I'm going to rest tomorrow. But my entry today on gold, I don't know, it's like gold just repels me. But I'm going to see if I can take any trade on probably volatility. I'm going to check out volatility index to see if I can take any trade using any of the indices. That's on Deriv basically. But I think I'm done trading gold today. I'm done trading gold today. Gold has been creating confluence. It's been accumulating. It's been creating confluence. Very, very crazy confluence that can kill someone and give someone hypertension. It's what gold has been doing since the beginning of the day. And it's been very, 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 very sad. It's been very, very sad. Because today I expected better from gold. I was actually expecting a free fall today because of how price pushed really, really up for the past 2 days. I was expecting a free fall down today. But I actually didn't get that. And I got trapped. So I think I'm done with gold today. I need to look for another pair to trade, another pair on Deriv, probably indices. A trade that I can hold into next week. And this would have been a lovely trade to hold into next week. It would have been really, really lovely to hold that trade to next week. So I'm looking at EU and UJ to see where I can enter. And the funny part is that I was in this trade, I just went out of them. That's the end of today's video. That's the end of the video today. See you on Sunday.